Good day, class. Welcome to our lesson discussion about operations and functions. So this is lesson 3 of our general mathematics class. I am Mr. Michael Flores, your teacher for today. So to start with our lesson about operations and functions, we have some rules in algebras that we need to have a review or recap. Okay, so our learning outcomes for today. At the end of the lesson, the learner is able to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, composition of functions, and solve problems involving functions. Addition and subtraction of polynomials. So with this, we have to be familiar with the rules in polynomials. No? So for addition and subtraction of polynomials, to add two polynomials, write the sum and simplify by combining like terms. To subtract an expression from another expression, add its negative. So that is a minus b is equal to a plus negative b. So in Filipino, kapag nag-add tayo ng dalawang polynomials, if they have the same sign, just add or we have to combine like terms. When we say like terms, parehas po sila ng variable. Okay? So, to subtract naman, para lang tayo nag-add dun sa opposite ng ating subtrahend. Okay? Then, mamaya, I will give examples about this. Ayan, so we have the example 3x plus 4 plus the quantity 7x minus 8. Then the quantity of 5x plus 4 minus the quantity 7x plus 2. So later po, i-discuss po natin paano makuha. And then, aside from addition, meron tayong mga laws of exponent na ginagamit. So the first one, we have the product rule for exponents. So x raised to m times x raised to n is equal to x raised to m plus n. So with that, when we have multiplication of same base, we just add their exponents. Then yung pangalawa, we have the power rule for exponents. So we have the quantity x raised to m times n is equal to x raised to mn. So, ano pong gagawin? So, i-multiply natin yung exponent na nasa labas dun sa exponent na nasa loob. So, yun po yung power rule for exponent. Then, for number 3, we have the power of a product rule. So, we have the quantity xy raised to m is equal to x raised to m, y raised to m. So, ang gagawin lang po dito is i-distribute natin yung exponent na nasa labas. And then, we have also this one. To multiply a polynomial by a monomial, multiply its term of the polynomial by the monomial. So, meron tayong sample dito, 5x times the quantity x plus 4. So, i-distribute po natin. We will apply the distributive property of multiplication over addition po dito. So, mamaya po ipapakita natin yung mga halimbawa niyan. And then, meron din tayong tinatawag na FOIL method. Okay? So, a plus b times the quantity c times d is equal to a, c, that is f, first terms, plus ad, the product of a and d, those are the outside terms or outer terms, plus bc, that's b times c, yun yung mga in or inner terms, and then plus bd, the last terms po, b times d. Okay, so we have also some special products na kailangan po kabisado po niyo para hindi kayo mahirapan when you deal with problems involving square of binomial. So, our rule, the square of x plus y is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So, ganito lang po yung pinaka-technique po dito. X plus y squared, that would be the square of the first term, that is x squared, plus twice the product of the first term and the second term, that is 2xy, plus the square of the second term. that is y squared. Same with x minus y squared, or the quantity x minus y squared. Ang pinakaiba lang po dito dun sa una, yung middle term natin. So, instead na positive, magiging negative siya. So, the square of x minus y would be x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. And then, we have also special products, yung tinatawag na cube of a binomial. So, we have the cube of x plus y is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared y plus 3x y squared plus y cubed. Then, yung ating the cube of x minus y is equal to x cubed minus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared minus y cubed. Okay, so later po, mas madaling maintindihan po yan with examples. Okay, we have also the product of sum and difference of binomials. So in here, so ang gagawin lang po natin, we have to square the first and minus the square of the second terms. Ganun lang po kasimple yan. So, x plus y times x minus y, x times x, that is x squared, then y times y, that is y squared. Simply subtract them. Okay, wala po siyang middle term. Then we have also the square of a trinomial. So, the square of x plus y plus z. So, ito po, para hindi kayo malito, meron siyang pattern, no? Square nyo lahat ng mga variables. X squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2xz plus 2yz. So, just twice the product of each two variables. Yun lang po yun. Okay, so again, we have the square of x plus y plus z is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2xz plus 2yz. Next, we have also rules on division of monomials. So, the rules of division for exponents, especially po kapag meron tayong mga exponents na ginagamit, no? For every positive integer m and n, and x is not equal to 0, the first rule, x raised to m divided by x raised to n is equal to x raised to m minus n when m is greater than n. So, if the exponent of the numerator is greater than the exponent of the denominator with the same base, yung ating pong given, simply subtract their exponents. Then, the second rule, we have x raised to m divided by x raised to n is equal to 1 all over x raised to n minus m when m is less than n. So, baliktad naman po. Kapag mas mataas yung exponent ng denominator kaysa sa numerator, isasubtract lang po yung exponent ng denominator sa exponent ng numerator. Kaya lang, nasa denominator po yun. Okay? Then, the third one, we have x raised to m over x raised to n is equal to x squared is equal to x raised to 0, correct? Or 1. So, this is if the exponent of the numerator and the exponent of the denominator are the same. Okay, so we'll proceed with our example. Okay, so we have this paper po. Okay, so nakikita po yung ating mga samples natin dito, no? Okay, so for the first one, we have 3x plus 4, the quantity 3x plus 4 plus the quantity 7x minus 8. Okay, so just like polynomials, we can apply the rule of PEMDAS po dito, no? So from here, magkakaroon tayo ng remove the grouping symbol or the parentheses, we have 3x plus 4. Since positive ito, maging plus 7x minus 8. Okay, and then we can now combine similar terms. So we have 3x plus 7x plus 4 minus 8. And then, so ano pong mangyayari ngayon? 3x plus 7x, they are similar terms. So when we say similar terms, they have the same variable and the same exponent. So ang gagawin, just simply add their numerical coefficients. So 3 plus 7, that is 10x. Then positive 4 minus 8, that is negative 4. So we have 10x minus 4. Okay? So ito na po yung ating magiging sagot ngayon. 10x minus 4 for number 1. Okay? Then for number 2, we have 5x plus 4 minus 7x plus 2. Okay? So this time we have subtraction naman. So again, remove the grouping symbol. We have 5x plus 4. And then since negative po ito or minus, negative times positive, that is minus 7x. Negative times positive, that is negative 2. Okay. We can now simplify it by combining like terms, no? 5x minus 7x plus 4 minus 2. Simplify it further. 5x minus 7x, since parehas po ng base natin which is x, so simply 5 minus 7, that is negative 2 or negative 2x. Copy their variable. 4, positive 4 minus 2, that is plus 2. So this would be our difference. Okay? So ito po yung ating magiging sagot for number 2. Okay? Any question? Okay. Next. For number 3. Okay. So based on our given for number 3, simplify. Sabi po niya, simplify the quantity x squared y cubed times x to the 4th y to the 5th. Okay? So, recalling our rules in rules of exponents, kapag parehas po yung base natin, we just add their exponents. Okay? So, since multiplication po ito, so mangyari, parang ganito po yan. We have x squared times x to the 4th times y cubed times y raised to 5. Okay? So, pinagtabi lang po natin since meron tayong tinatawag na commutative property of multiplication. So, from here, we have x squared times x to the 4th magiging x raised to 2 plus 4. And then, times y raised to 3 plus 8. Okay? Dito po siya nanggaling. Okay? Then next, simplify it further. We have x raised to 2 plus 4, that is x raised to 6, y raised to 11. So this is now the simplified form of x squared y cubed times x to the 4th y to the 5th. So we have x raised to 6, y raised to 11. Okay, so that's the answer for number 3. Okay. Then next we have example number 4. So for number 4, we have simplify, sabi. We have to simplify m cubed squared m raised to 7. Okay? Simplify the quantity m cubed squared m raised to 7. So from here, we have m cubed squared m raised to 7. So we have the power rule po, wherein yung power na nasa labas, yung exponent, imumultiply dun sa exponent na nasa loob. So ang mangyari dito, we have m raised to 3 times 2. Then we have times m raised to 7. Okay? So take note we have a power outside, tapos meron tayong exponent sa loob. We have to multiply it first. This one, 3 times 2. So simplifying it further, we have m raised to 6 times m raised to 7. And then from here, we have the same basis na. So applying the first rule, kapag pares po yung base natin dito, so we simply m raised to 6 plus 7. So our final answer now would be m raised to 13. So ganun lang po siya kadali. Okay, so the simplest form of the quantity m cubed squared times m raised to 7 is m raised to 13. Okay? Then we have the next example. So we are now on number 5. For number 5, we have find the product of 5x and x plus 4. So we have 5x times x plus 4. So we have to find the product. So we have a monomial multiplied to a binomial. So from here, we can apply the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So how is it? You multiply the common monomial factor outside to all the terms inside the quantity. So 5x times x, we have 5x squared. So bakit po siya naging squared? Kasi x times x magiging bali x raised to 1 times x raised to 1. So magiging x 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay? And then we have 5x times positive 4 magiging plus 5 times 4, that is 20x. Okay? So ito na po yung ating sagot. 5x times the quantity x plus 4 is equal to 5x squared plus 20x. So, ganun lang po siya kadali. That is for number 5. And then for number 6. Okay. For number 6, it says, find the product of x plus 3 and x plus 5. So, we have x plus 3 multiplied to x plus 5. Okay. Using FOIL method. So, paano po yung FOIL method? Okay? So, yung FOIL method, so ganito po yun. This is the first term, second term, first term, and second term para sa ating binomials. So, multiply the first term times the first term, this one, that is f. Okay? So, first term times the first term, x times x, that is x squared. So, this is, or this is the product of the first terms. Okay? And then, yung outside or outer terms, ito po siya. So, yung dalawang nasa labas, ayan. Ito po yung outer terms. Okay? X times 5, that is positive 5x. So, yun po yung ating outer or outside terms. And then, yung nasa gitna yung magkatabi, this one, ito po yung inner terms or inside terms na tinatawag. 3 times x, that is positive 3x. So, yun po yung ating inner terms. Okay? And then, for the last, this one, yung last term po, ito, multiplied to dito, yung kumbaga dalawang nasa dulo, that is, or those are the last terms na tinatawag. 3 times 5, that is positive 15. So that is the last term po. So yun po yung FOIL method na tinatawag. And then you can now simplify by combining like terms. So meron tayong like terms dito or similar terms. Yun po yung 5x plus 3x kasi they have the same variable x and the same exponent. Okay? So to simplify this, we will get x squared 5x plus 3x, that is plus 8x plus 15. Okay? So this is now our product. Okay, so ganun lang po kadali yung ating FOIL method. Then again, FOIL method is applicable only for multiplication of binomials. Binomials po. Kapag binomial to a trinomial, ibang usapan na po yun. So, pwede tayong horizontal method doon or yung vertical method. Imumultiply natin. Okay? So, that's how FOIL method is used. Okay? Next, for our next example, okay, for example number 7, it says simplify the quantity a plus 7 squared. Okay? So, a plus 7 squared, ano kaya sa tingin po ninyo yung gagawin natin dyan? Okay. Ano kayang klaseng rule po ang gagamitin natin dito? We have a plus 7 square. Okay, very good. So, we can now apply the special products na tinatawag. So, this one is an example of the square of a binomial. Okay? So, recalling our pattern. So, ito po yung pattern natin, no? Para hindi makalimutan. Okay, so we have the pattern x plus y squared is equal to square of the first term plus twice the product of the first and second term plus the square of the last term. So, ito po yung susundan nating rule kapag ganyan. Okay? So, balikan po natin. Yan. Okay? So, what is the square of the first term? That is a squared. Okay? Tapos, we have plus twice the product of the first term and second term. So, 8 times 7, that is 7a. Okay? Plus the square of the second term. So, 7 square, that is 49. Okay? Simplifying it further, we have a squared plus 2 times 7, that is 14a plus 49. Okay? So, eto na po yung ating square of a binomial. Okay? So, ganun lang po siya kadali. Simplify the quantity a plus 7 squared. Okay? So, eto, nakuha po natin. Ang galing po dito sa pattern natin. The square of binomials. Square of the first term, twice the product of the first and second term, tapos the square of the last term. So, eto po yun. Square of the first term, twice the product of a times 7, that is 7a, plus the square of 7, which is 49. Then, simplify. As much as possible, you have to simplify your answers. So, what does it mean? Kailangan po wala tayong grouping symbols as much as possible. Remove all the parentheses, brackets, and simplify your final answer po. So, that's it for number 7. Okay? Then, for number 8, we have simplify. So, it says here, simplify the quantity 4t plus 9 times 4t minus 9. Okay? So for number 8, simplify 4t plus 9 times the quantity 4t minus 9. Okay? So this is an example of, sige nga kung naalala. Okay, very good. So this is also one of the special products. Okay? So this is called the product of sum and difference. The product of sum, dito po yun, the product of sum and the difference. Okay? Yung produkto doon nila kapag minultiply mo yung sum tsaka yung difference. But again, this is only applicable if the binomials are the same. Okay? Para hindi po kayong malito. Okay? So, ano po yung rule po natin dito? Okay, so balikan po natin yung pattern ha. Isulat ko dito. Okay? So, we have x plus y times x minus y. This is equal to the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. Okay, apply po natin. So, ito po yung rule natin no? Sa special products. Okay. So, from here, so ang gagawin natin, square of the first term, we have 4t square minus 9 square. Okay? Then simplify natin what is the square of 4t. So 4 square, that is 16. T square, that is t square. Minus the square of 9 is 9 times 9, that is 81. Remember class, square and times 2 are different. No? So, kapag in-square natin yan, 9 times 9 po yan. Hindi siya 9 times 2. Okay? So, the final answer here is 16t square minus 81. So, ganun lang po kadali. That's how simple it is. Okay? Then, we'll proceed for number 9. Okay. So, for number 9, simplify. We have to simplify x raised to 5 all over x squared. Okay? So, from here, class, we can now apply the rule in division of exponents. Okay? So, we have the first rule, if you still remember, if the exponent of the numerator is greater than the exponent of the denominator, we will just simply subtract their exponents. So, this will become x raised to 5 minus 2. Okay? And then, simplify it further. X raised to 5 minus 2, that is 3. So, our final answer now is x cubed. So, ganun lang po siya kadali. But this is applicable if the exponent of the numerator is greater than exponent of the denominator. And kailangan parehas po sila ng base or yung variable. Okay? So, that is for number 9. Then, for number 10, okay. So, for number 10, we have evaluate. It says here, evaluate a raised to 4 over a raised to 6. Okay? So, number 10 is different from number 9. Wherein, the exponent of our denominator is greater than the exponent of our numerator. So, what we will do here is, ganito lang po kasimple, 1 all over a raised to 6 minus 4. So, isasubtract naman natin yung exponent nung nasa baba saka yung nando sa numerator. So, simplifying it further, we have 1 over a square. So, this is now our quotient. Okay? So, this applies the rule, yung second rule po sa division of exponents. Okay? So, that's all for our recap or review of the rules in algebra na gagamitin po natin sa operations on functions. So, kindly watch the next video para sa continuity ng ating lesson on operations on functions. Again, this is Mr. Flores. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.